and Safe Construct Australia Recruitment. Presentation 2. Think outside the square when applying for jobs. In recent times, some things have stayed the same, like resumes, cover letters and need for referees. With the invention of the information superhighway, alas, the internet, there are additional requirements now faced by job seekers, including a LinkedIn account, Facebook, Meetup, Jobcase and alike accounts. From now, post-COVID-19, everyone is competing against a lot more people looking for a job, and employers are looking for self-starters, autonomous workers with the ability to deliver results whilst working at home. If you're applying for a job through a recruiter, then you need to understand that they are paid by the employer, and their objective is to get the best possible candidate for the employer's advertised role. Sounds simple, well it's not. Often top candidates get passed by purely because they have the right skills or wrong length of experience, or lots of experience but wrong skill set listed in their CV. Once job seekers get this point, then the move to the next job application is easier, as they can refine their failure into a future win. Recruiters often compete against the employer candidates as they are advertising at the same time. Therefore, recruiters need to find better candidates than the employers to win and convert the position into a financial return. Takeaway point is look for advertised positions without a recruitment agency attached, but be prepared to do more work to win the role, as you don't have the recruiter's filter when applying for the next position of interest. Consider applying for jobs advertised by a recruiting agency. There are several reasons for doing this, depending on the industry and your level of skill. If you're starting out as a graduate or have limited work experience, you're likely to be knocked out first rounds. The reason is, in these times, post-COVID-19, employers want some level of work experience, even if it's for junior entry-level staff. By applying through internships or graduate intakes, you'll most likely avoid recruiting agencies. Suggest get some experience even if it's unpaid. Recruitment agencies look for candidates which meet a technical brief provided by the employer. The brief creates a level of interpretation for the recruitment agency employees and amounts to a list of requirements. The recruitment agency works on a prescriptive list. As an example, seeking a compound pharmacist, minimum of 2 years experience, preferably in sales, pharmaceutical compound experience and qualifications. In contrast, someone with a degree in bioscience, compounding lab technician and 5 years as sales assistant in a health food store on the whole is not going to cut it. Admittedly, working off a prescriptive list is not necessarily going to be bulletproof to get the best result for either candidate or employer. That's where the interview sorts out the next best 5 to 10 candidates. Unfortunately, there are several people who can do the job, i.e. in the bioscience example above, but don't meet the criteria, who can't be put forward, and therefore they miss out on the position. Consider applying for jobs not advertised by a recruiting agency. Continue. Recruitment agencies, depending on their background, are not particularly knowledgeable on all jobs and occupations. This is largely due to the enormous array of occupations out within the workforce, but some recruitment agencies have specialist staff that concentrate on a particular type of job, field or profession. These recruiters do a better job comparing like with like. By and large, the recruitment agency's role is to filter, synthesize, gain threads on and build up a picture of potential candidates from their work history and background. On the whole, applicants don't get phoned up often by recruiters requesting more information, so the CV and cover letter documents need to do all the telling and selling. There are people who need to reinvent themselves because their work history cannot be verified or is out of date and their qualifications are not current or obtained in Australia. People who migrate from another country sometimes fall victim to this situation within Australia. In these situations, a sideways career move or downgrade is the only way forward for them. Reasons to apply for a job through a recruiter. On the flip side, recruiters can negotiate terms and conditions for you as job seeker once you're successful in obtaining or about to be offered a job. Often little effort is required going through a recruiter, and therefore a great way to put yourself forward and see what happens, Suppose you call this a scattergun approach to your job search program. Eventually you will get lucky. The recruiters can help you refine your application and correct glaring mistakes, overall help you lift your game. They have a list of other jobs which may be suitable for you. Recruiters have industry knowledge and skills in the employment market, and they can give you some insights that you may not have, which can be of some benefit. Recruiters have connections to courses and jobs in local areas and other states. Reasons to apply for a job through a recruiter. Continue. Final comments. Going to a recruiting agency and leaving on a CV with them, unless you're in a specialised niche, i.e. cybersecurity, marketing and so on, will not likely translate to a job. Recruitment agencies recruit applicants on the list of jobs they're contractually obligated to fill. These are paid by employers, companies and alike. If you're not working or qualified in a profession which is in demand at that recruitment agency you're approaching, then you are not likely to be engaged in a job. Typically, an agency specialising in IT predominantly wants IT specialists, but there's always luck, and being in the right place at the right time situation can work as well. It's always better to have an application in rather than no application in. You've got to be in it to win it, so I encourage you to apply. From me, John, your presenter, thanks for your attention. Questions and queries, email john@theoutsourceplace.com.au.